Welcome to the Michigan Runner Show. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Hey, well, good morning, everyone. Gary Morgan, the Michigan Runner, and I'm here at a special event, Run to the Moon, here in Wapakoneta to celebrate Neil Armstrong 50th anniversary of his moonwalk and landing on the moon. And we have the basically Back to the Future here stars with Star Wars. So I'll get a few words with Princess Leia and the whole gang. So what brought you out here today?
Well, we're celebrating space and space exploration and education. So everybody will come together, and our next step is Mars.
Definitely. So I remember seeing all of you last year. So you do charity events around the state?
We do charity events around this state and around all states. We're an international costuming club.
And so I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 of you today.
That's good turnout.
Okay, well, I'll just quickly go through here and get your character's name.
I'm Corin Horn.
I'm Ray.
Darth Nihilus.
Princess Leia.
I'm a bounty hunter. I can't give you my name.
I love it.
Imperial Officer.
Awesome. Name?
Todd McAfee.
Cool.
Jared Ronan.
Well, here they all are, and they are representing the Star Wars feature characters here at the Run to the Moon here in Wapakoneta, a real additional treat for this race. Thank you for coming. Okay, well, we're at the Armstrong Air and Space Museum that was built right after Neil Armstrong landed on the moon, and it's been a popular attraction here in Wapakoneta, his hometown. He was an airman in the Korean War and then became an astronaut after that. Well, we have approximately 2,000 runners here today who are going to do a 1 mile, a 5K, or a 10K here in Wapakoneta. And it's going to be a fun day. The weather is going to be hot, but it's going to be sunny and dry, and everybody's going to have a great time. The big stage there, and then they have the video there of the moon landing, which will be showing all morning here. And the big stage. 5 astronauts are coming to sign autographs today. This is going to be a pretty cool event. Okay, well, we have astronauts signing autographs already this morning.
That was a good catch, Gary.
Yep. Big celebration here. Big line to get autographs from the astronauts. Like I said, pretty cool. Everybody's having a great time already this morning. We got about 30 minutes before the race. Here's another one of our astronauts. Everybody wants a picture. The NASA Glenn Research Center, which is up in Cleveland, is here today, telling some of the things they do here for NASA. So lots of advertisements and brochures on what's going on here on the big 50th anniversary of Neil Armstrong's walk on the moon. And there it all is, Wapakoneta, hometown of Neil Armstrong, 50th anniversary, first on the moon. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. They're selling that as a blanket. Big souvenir shop here today, selling all kinds of memorabilia of today's special anniversary. Okay, here is a Sky Lancer that was part of the NASA program that Neil Armstrong flew this airplane for a lot of his testing before he became an astronaut. So they've restored it and kept it right out here in front of the in front of his Air and Space Museum. 10K runners moving up to the start area. I'll be joining them in just a few minutes. So I got some RWB members here going to run with flags and represent red, white, and blue. So what's your names?
Ryan Goodson out of Columbus, Ohio.
Scott Leonard out of Middletown, Ohio.
Linda Steinmetz, Dayton, Ohio.
Jeff Cox, Dayton, Ohio.
Carol Leonard, Middletown, Ohio.
And I got a question. Who watched the moonwalk 50 years ago?
I was barely alive. Just missed it.
So did you watch it or listen to it on the radio?
I remember watching it on TV.
Awesome. What'd you think about that when you were probably 8 or 9 years old?
9 years old, so I was 9 years old, so I don't remember a whole lot, but I remember doing it. Definitely remember. I was really into NASA back then.
How about yourself?
I was 5 years old, and I can remember my mother telling me, "You remember this time. It's going to be infamous," and it definitely is.
So, and how do you feel about being back today where it all kind of started?
I think it's awesome because Neil Armstrong went to Purdue, and I went to Purdue, so I am just in my glory to be here, knowing that this is his town.
How about yourself?
Oh, this is great. Yeah, I didn't want to miss this for the world.
And so if you don't mind, what branch of service were you in?
Air Force. Civilian.
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 Well, Neil Armstrong was Air Force, so hey, got one person representing him. Awesome. Well, hey, thanks for being here, and it'll be a great day to be out there for us to run around Wapakoneta. Okay, thank you for coming, Ollie. Awesome. Take care. Okay, we got a bunch of the 10Kers here. 5Kers go afterwards. And then we'll be out there, and I'm going to go out and do the 10K as the sweeper. And we have an age group winner, second in the 60 to 65, and John Reed, and Michigan resident, run lots of races. And there's his little trophy there, kind of like a little footprint of Neil Armstrong. Anyway, well, John, what do you think about today's race? First time been to Wapakoneta. What'd you think about today running to the moon?
Great way to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Man on the Moon.
And do you remember where you were that exact moment? It was at 10:56 Eastern Standard Time, July 20th, 1969. Do you remember? Obviously, you're just a kid.
I was glued to the TV.
Awesome. You still remember those famous words, right? Those infamous words?
Yes,
Wanna
I
repeat
do.
them to me?
One small step for mankind.
Close. One small step for man, one giant leap for
Mankind.
You got it. Well, cool. So you're going to come back and run next year?
If I'm able.
Okay. And show us that medal there. The everybody, the participant medal. There is what everybody got who finished today. So, well, it was a memorable day for lots of people. Over 1,500, almost 2,000 runners to the mile, 5K, and 10K, and the weather held out. A little warm, but still great here for a midsummer race. Well, John, where are we going to see you next? Not sure.
I'm going to run the Plumber and Pipe Fitters 5K in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
That's what I like to hear, man. You're a former plumber yourself, right?
Yes, I am.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you there. And, well, thanks for coming out today, and looking forward to you in Ann Arbor in 3 weeks.
Can't wait till then.
Awesome. Take care.
See ya.
I'll tell you when to start. 1, 2, 3. It's all yours.
All right, my name is Amy Kettner, and I'm from Wapakoneta, Ohio, and I am the race director of the Run to the Moon 5K, 10K, and 1 mile runs. And I have to say, we are really excited that the race was just fabulous. You know, being here on the 50th anniversary